sixth and the final game day of the Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers, and we have Indonesia taking on Korea. This is Group A action. Indonesia propping up the table right now, yet to win a game in these qualifiers. Would love so much to pick up a win here on the final day in front of their home fans. As for Korea, they're in second place. They've locked that spot in with 3 wins out of their 5 games. Here is the slate of games across this window. As you see, Korea just beat Thailand back on Thursday. Australia beat Indonesia on Thursday. Australia easily beat Thailand earlier today. And we close out this group with Indonesia against Korea here in Jakarta. Group A certainly has been a super interesting one. Obviously, our reigning Asia Cup champions, Australia, they have completed their qualification perfect 6-0. Thailand have finished with a 2-4 record. Korea will be hoping to pick up a win here today, as will Indonesia. But those places are already locked in, no matter what the results are here today. As the Korean team are introduced to the crowd here, they enter knowing that they have already qualified for Asia Cup 2025, continuing their streak of appearing at all Asia Cups. Every single Asia Cup has had Korea at it. As for Indonesia, well, they know they can't make it through to Asia Cup 2025, but still plenty to play for here as they look to continue their progression and their growth in the basketball world, and also look to have an impact on their rankings as well. And remember, Indonesia hosted Asia Cup back in 2022, so there's definitely a thirst for basketball here in this growing basketball nation. And today's game is another important step on their journey. They'll take solace as well and motivation for today's game, as their best game in the qualifiers was against Korea on the road, where they were within 8 points of claiming the upset win. For me, it feels like defense could be the key for them here today. If they can lock down this Korean team, and maybe they have a chance of going out of these qualifiers on a high. So we'll now have a break in our commentary for the national anthems. First, the national anthem of Korea, then the national anthem of Indonesia. Well, the scene is perfectly set for the closeout to these Asia Cup qualifiers. Players head over to the half and exchange some gifts and get ready to go. It should be an interesting 40 minutes. Clearly, Korea enter the game as favourites, but Indonesia on their home floor in front of their home fans with no pressure on their shoulders. Could be an interesting matchup. They were our officials briefly. Daego Hiroshima, Yuan Chun Yip and Chan Oh-shang from Japan, Hong Kong and Malaysia respectively. Our commissioner is Kang Ning-ting as well. Both teams now look to lock in and get ready. Here are our officials with the beautiful match ball in front of them. As I said, Daego Hiroshima, Yuan Chun Yip and Chan Oh-shang from Japan, Hong Kong and Malaysia. They look happy, they look ready. I know I am. Hopefully you're ready for what could be an interesting 40 minutes to close out the qualification here in Group A of the Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers. Both teams now looking into their final preparations. Get the starting fives for both teams shortly. As the teams look to try and close out on a high. As I say, Indonesia might not be able to progress through, but plenty to play for them with regards to momentum and ranking points and other key areas that they'd like to take from this game. As for Korea, it's all about building now, gaining momentum, gaining confidence as they head into their 31st Asia Cup as a country. Starting five for Korea will be Ha Young-ji, Yang Jong-sok and Yong-jung, Woon Chong-hyun, as well as Oh Chae-hyun. As for Indonesia, they are going to go with Abraham Grahita, Yuda Sepatera. Here is your starting five. As I say, it is Ha, Yang, and Woon and Oh for coach An Jun-ho. Interesting to see how he runs his rotations through today's game. Expect to see Leo Suk as well coming off the bench and providing some offensive impact, as well as Lee Sing-yong. There is coach An Jun-ho, a veteran play caller, ready to lead his country into Asia Cup later this year. And as I say, although qualification is locked in already, this game is an important part of that preparation now, both from a team perspective as well as individual players. Let's have a look at the starting five for Indonesia. We have Grahita, Sapatera, Noor, Guntara, as well as Prosper for coach Winner. And again, how he rotates through his bench will be an important part of today's game, no two ways about that. Comes from a basketball family. His mum, his dad, his uncle all played for the national team. I'm sure he is more than proud to lead the national team as their head coach now. Starting fives now head to the floor. Remember when these two met back in game day 3, Korea made relatively hard work of their win, having trailed for almost half of the game. It wasn't until the fourth quarter that Korea were able to close that one out. And we're underway here in Jakarta. Game day 6, the final qualification game for both Indonesia and Korea. Ball knocked out of bounds as they were trying to get it into the hands of big man Lester Prosper. Boom. Oh, nice pass down low. And Young-jung. Ball back. Good intricate interplay here from Korea, and they get the first basket of the game. Ha Young-ji with the first score. Foul will be called as Zapatera ends up on the floor. One whistled on Yang Jong-sok. Prosper now hands it away. Fluid basketball here, down low into the block to Prosper again. Double team comes across. Foul's going to be called early. No, traveling violation called on Prosper. Just shuffled his feet. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, no, it's a good call. Smart call by the officials. There's a little skip into that post move. Yoon Chung-hyung at the top. Yang Jung-sok down into Ha Young-ji, who steps back, puts it up, but just about scrapes the paint off the front of the rim and no more. Prosper onto the wing. A little shot fake. Step back, mid-range two, no good from Grahita. Oh, lovely pass and out at the races. An easy two off the glass. Yoon Chung-hyung with the two. That will be a backcourt violation. Sideline ball for Korea. We're starting well early, defensively focusing in as well. Haven't had the best defensive record in these qualifiers. Three ball from the corner is in and out for An Young-jung. Prosper with the rebound. And a three is good. Corner pocket this time. Indonesia get their scoring underway. Nur Mohammed with the score. Mohammed Nur has relieved the crowd a little, getting that three to go. Will Indonesia lean into the three ball today? They've not shot it particularly well in these qualifiers. Out of bounds will be Korea ball. Let's have a look at the replay on this one. So dives on the ground. And yeah, fingers on the line, elbow on the line, knee on the line when he knocks it back. It's a smart call. Officials on point so far this evening. Yang Jong-sok rolls it home. It's not an easy shot, that. Whipping round, not necessarily fully set when you release. Makes it look easy though, right? Another steal. Indonesia giving up too much possession and Korea making them pay. Oh, Chae-hyung with the score. And that is enough for Coach Winner to look at. His team trail by 5 after 3 minutes. This is the breakaway. Korea making light work of this, as Indonesia have 5 turnovers in the first 3 minutes. And they have seen enough. Call the timeout. Let's head into the huddles.
Get open, get open. Come on, guys. They just play physical. They just put us in front. Turnover. Come on, man. Hey, let's go. Hey, through the fight, run through the fight, kick back, don't stop pick and roll. Hey, come on, guys. Indonesia.
A rallying call from the Indonesian coach, just asking for more, really. That's the only bright spark so far of the game for Indonesia. Noor hitting that three. And outside of that, they turned the ball over an awful lot and giving up relatively easy points. How will this Indonesian team react now out of that timeout? Double team will come across and almost stolen away again, knocked out of bounds. Guntara just caught almost in coffin corner with that one. He turns into the double team. Drive inside, won't get the roll. Foul called though. Yang Jong-sok called for the foul. It's better high pick and roll though with Prosper at the line for two. Grahita, an 82% free throw shooter across these qualifiers. One of the Indonesian players who was at Asia Cup 2022, not in this arena, down the road, but still experienced what it was like to play in that Asia Cup. Splits his free throws, misses the first but makes the second. Hyung-ji. Oh, ducks inside, and that's poor defense by Guntara. Had to stay basket side, couldn't give up that amount of space to Boon Chung-hyang. He does though, and there's the foul. Boon Chung-hyang heading to the free throw line, just 33% though. Struggled at the free throw line when he's gone there. Hush my mouth, gets the first to go. First qualification window he's featured in as well. Had 11 points against Thailand on Thursday. He goes 2 from 2 this trip. Guntara. Going to find a lane to attack, goes straight to the bucket, off the glass is no good, and Prosper's bullied out the way. All the way through the finger roll, rolls away from the bucket though. Indonesia probably better off in this broken style of play. And the pass into the post is off target. Shot clock down to 8, 3 goes up, no good. Rebound falls to Guntara. Prosper now on the wing. Prosper, lane opens, goes inside, a little pump fake and up. Little double clutch as he goes to the bucket. First point of the game for Prosper, averaging almost 17 points and over 8 rebounds a game in these qualifiers, as we see another mid-ranger roll for Korea. Their lead back out to 6. Oh, an ankle breaker. Drive inside, Grahita kicks it around. Much better from Indonesia in this phase of play. And one. A 4-point play on offer. Abraham Grahita. Move inside, kicked out, takes his time, draws the contact. Look at this, high bounce and then straight through. Much better from Indonesia, spacing the floor, moving the ball, penetration and kick. All the things that make basketball a joy to watch and an ease to play. And completes the 4-point play. Indonesia back to within 2. That was Korea's 13th foul of the quarter as well. And Young-jun. Lob pass off the glass for 2. Ha Young-ji. Prosper in the low post, double team, quick across. Stolen away, no, kick ball. Fresh 14 for Indonesia. Into the game comes Grahita. 5 points for him so far, as well as 2 assists. A big part of anything that Indonesia have done well on the offensive end. Foul on the floor, that one whistled on Choi Hyung. Choi Hyung just a half step too slow, yeah, having to lean in and try and leverage his Guntara away. Ball inside to Prosper. Prosper looking to go to work. Traveling violation called on Lester Prosper. He's not happy. He's saying he's fouled. Here's the inbound to him. Yeah, his feet are all over the place. Shuffling them. Six turnovers in the first quarter for Indonesia. Free throw line jumper goes up and rolls home for Yang Jung Sok. And that will be an 8-second violation. Korea with some great defense on the full court. Slowed Indonesia down. Another turnover for Indonesia. Little sidestep, 3 ball goes up, 3 ball goes down, and Young-jun, as coach An Jun-ho looks on, a happy man right now. And it's quickly cancelled out as Mohamed Noor steps into the 3. Indonesia starting to find a spark defensively, offensively, but defensively still struggling a little here. Good ball movement, Korea patient. Short corner 2 is good. Money in the bank for Lee Sing-young. Zapatero waiting for options to develop in front of him. Shot clock down to 5. Guntara with the 3, and it rolls around the rim and away. Good ball movement by Korea, selfless basketball. Finish not quite there on that mid-range jumper though. Guntara slows it down. Prosper looking for options, throws it back, 8 on the shot clock. Offensive foul's going to be called on Noor. Just threw his elbow as he drove. Look at the replay. Yeah, it's that flailing right arm. the right call. Yang Jung-sok. Nice pass lobbed inside, but Wiguna's going to be called for the foul, the holding foul, as Ha Young-ji went to go and get the pass. He found himself being held back by Wiguna. Yeah, look, arm locked in. You aren't going anywhere. Tried to sneak that one through. Officials eagle-eyed as ever. A little over a minute and a half left in this first quarter. And Korea will be happy how it's played out so far. Spin move, and Young-jun won't get it to go, and Indonesia will lock down their defensive boards this time. Rahita draws the double team, and it's dropped out of bounds by Al-Hada. Hyun gets it back off the handoff. Once again, we're going to see Wiguna called for the foul as he has to hold on to Ha Young-ji to stop him getting to the bucket. Yang Jung-sok to inbound. And intercepted and stolen away. A good read of the passing lane by Al-Hada. Goes all the way for two. A crowd like that one. Great defense leading to easy offense. Korea's lead trimmed back to 6. Final minute of this first quarter. Is it down one? No, it's not. Moon Yoo-hung is going to have to head to the free throw line to earn his points. The 20-year-old was optimistic. There's the foul. Couldn't quite get the angles off the glass after the foul, though. Rahita called for that foul. First is no good, though, for Moon Yoo-hung. Third qualifier that he has featured in for the national team. One of the bright stars of the future for Korea, for sure. Rattles home the second. And we'll see Lee Wong-sok come in for Ha Young-ji. Looks to go all the way, hands it away, and that is a smart play by Guntara. Draws the defense in and then just drops it off at the last second to let Kaliash do his work. 3-ball, Moon Yoo-hung comes up short. They'll go again, though, as they crash the offensive glass hard. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Another turnover for Indonesia, and that will close out the first quarter and kind of sums up the first quarter a little. 10 turnovers has been costly, but they have fought hard, Indonesia, here in front of their home fans. With 10 minutes gone, it's Indonesia 17, Korea 24. Here are the stats from the first quarter. Indonesia leaning heavily on the 3-ball to keep themselves in this game. Here are some of the top plays from that first 10 minutes of basketball here in Jakarta. Korea Korea starting the game well. A real sense of confidence in this Korean team. Towards the latter stages of the quarter, they held a game-high 9-point lead. Indonesia have brought that back to 7. Grahita, their leading scorer, he has 5 so far, as well as 2 assists. Leading scorer for Korea is their big man, Ha Young-ji. He has 6 points, 2 boards, 2 assists. There he is in action. Plenty on show from him so far in the game. Remember, Korea already have their spot at Asia Cup 2025 confirmed. Indonesia, unfortunately, after Thursday's results, can no longer make it. If you have your phones to hand, please scan the QR code on the screen. Download FIBA's Courtside 1891 app. Streams, schedules, scores. And if you like basketball, particularly with an international flavour, that is the app you must have on your phone. Second quarter action underway here in Jakarta. Game day 6 of the Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers. Korea lead this by 7 at the end of the first quarter. Moon Yu-hyung goes through the middle, kicks it out, and the 3 is good. Lee Ao-sok. Another one of the Korean players who featured at Asia Cup 2022, averaged almost 10 points a game in that tournament. Certainly has a soft spot for Jakarta then. Foul called. Pretty straightforward one for the officials to call on Park Ji-hyun. Grahita hands it back to Wiguna. Plenty of bodies down low to disrupt that. Short-range jump off the glass is heavy-handed from Park Ji-hyun. Grahita for 3. That's short. Where's the rebound? Eventually picked up by Moon Yu-hyung. Lee Wong-sok, no good this time. Foul will be called on Moon Yu-hyung. Gets hold of the wrist and not much else. Out of the game comes Wiguna. Grahita uses the screen set by Prosper. It's knocked away, it's stolen away. Good work on the defensive end once again by Korea, forcing so many turnovers early on in this game for Indonesia. In and out with the 3. Indonesia scoop up the loose ball rebound and pour down the floor. Al-Hada comes up short. Foul will be called on Prosper. Arms hooked. The Korean player ends up on the floor. First foul of the quarter for Indonesia. First foul of the game for Prosper as well. Three from the top is good as it whips through the string. Lee Ao-sok, 25-year-old, has come off the bench and had a big impact here. Joint leading scorer with 6 right now. Foul called as Korea pick up early fouls here in this second quarter. Yeah, easy one for the officials. Park Ji-hoon just caught reaching in. Kaliash strong down low. Out of the game comes Al-Hada. Prosper now, double team comes across. Stolen away and an easy breakaway too. Off the glass, Park Ji-hoon for the two as Korea continue to pour in the points here in the second quarter. It's an 8-0 run to start this second quarter. Indonesia stalling out of the first quarter break. Grahita, a long way out and a long way off target. Prosper saves it. Moves it all the way back to the midcourt and Grahita picks it up. 3 on the wing, in and out. Rebound falls to Lee Wong-sok. Lee Sok loses possession. 2-on-1 break here for Indonesia. And they make it count. Grahita with the 2. Up to 7 points now, Grahita. Leaves all scorers. Offensive foul will be called. An illegal screen from Lee Won-sok. Yeah, just rolled too early. Needed to stay stationary just a moment longer. Out of the game comes Park Ji-hoon. Into the action comes Yang Jung-sok. Almost stolen away, it's loose on the floor. Korea will come away with it though. Lee Wong-sok now going all the way. Pulls up against Prosper and comes back away. Lee Sing-young fades away, the veteran big, can't quite get it to roll this time. Korea's lead will stay at 13, almost at the midpoint of this second quarter. Korea looking to maintain their control over this game. They want to change the style of the game. Yes, pace is fine, but some control is beneficial for them. Lee Sing-young with some beautiful footwork. Nice use of the pivot to square himself to the bucket. And Korea's lead is back out to 15, and Coach Winner will call a timeout right now. Under 5 minutes in the first half, and his team are just struggling to hold on to Korea right now. There's the footwork, gotta love that play. Lee Sing-young for 2. Let's head into the huddles and listen to what the coaches have to say.
Look for the pin down first. Look for the pin down. nothing happened. Continue on this side. Okay. Let's go.
Turnover atau apa kita punya black. Extra foul. Energy on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Korea continue to look impressive here in the second quarter. A 10-2 scoreline in the second quarter so far. That's what's extended their lead out to 15. Indonesia get the game restarted. 4:45 left in this first half. An important 4:45 for the game, really. Will Korea push on and extend the lead and make it a long second half for Indonesia, or can they come back in? Prosper went for the post and will draw the foul. First signs of what Lester Prosper brings to this Indonesian team on show there. Explosive first step, gets to the bucket strong. Just goes past Lee Wong-sok. Almost puts him on a poster. At the line for two. The first is good for Prosper. Getting back to the line for the second. Goes 2 from 2 from the line. Averaging 17 a game in these qualifiers. Certainly not on track for that just yet. Has just 4 points so far. But you can see Korea have identified him as the threat. Every time he gets the ball, the double team collapses on him. Lob pass, short corner 2 is good as Lee Sing-young seems to be finding a nice rich vein of form in this one. Prosper for 3. In and out. Moon Yu-hyung hands it away now. Into the corner, and Lee Won-sok, the stretch big, steps out and hits the jumper. And that causes problems for the likes of Lester Prosper. Doesn't want to be dragged away from the rim. He is Indonesia's rim protection. Attacks the basket, off the glass, and the help came across super fast for Korea. Onto the wing, and another 3. This time, Yang Jung-sok with the 3 ball as Korea's lead balloons out to 21. And this was the worry for Indonesia. They've had both their timeouts, and now they're going to last 3 minutes without any extra help from the coach. Prosper puts his defender on the floor. That will be a shot clock violation, and that's frustrating for Indonesia because for much of that offense, there are only 4 Korean players on the floor. Lee Won-sok was slow getting back up. Timeout's been called here on the floor. Indonesia 21, Korea 42. 2 minutes and 43 left in this first half, and it's An Jun-ho who wants the timeout for Korea. Let's listen into his huddle. Coach An Jun-ho trying to make the most of every second that he has with his team on the floor. Remember, Korea are now in preparation mode. With their qualification confirmed, they are in full preparation mode as they look to build towards the Asia Cup. They've been to every single Asia Cup, all 30 of them before this year's, picking up 25 medals across the way. They finished 6th in 2022. They want to get back to the podium. And this game provides them with a real good opportunity to fine-tune some of the things they do. And another little mid-range jumper, Lee Sing-young, coming in and having a game right now. Takes his tally up to 8. Yoo-hyung for 3. Another big 3-ball from Korea. That is their 6th triple of the game, shooting almost 55% from downtown. Indonesia's perimeter defense has struggled. And that will be another turnover. Rio with the turnover this time, just dribbles it out of bounds. Lester Prosper rips the rebound down, his 5th of the game. Baseline drive. Defense closes in well and stolen away. Ha Young-ji hands it away and gets it back. Foul will be called as Rio just connects with Yang Jong-sok. Make the change as Yang Jong-sok kind of hobbles to the bench. Not sure what he's done. I didn't see like an ankle twist or anything. It might have been a bit of knock knee or something along those lines causing him pain. Liao Sok back to Lee Sing-young, and he hits another mid-range jumper. You can see that he's enjoying the game. You can see that he's getting in his flow. Doesn't even think about it. Just steps into the J. Gontara, and 1. Strong play, Agassi, Yese, Gontara. Oh, strong, a lot of body contact, but stays with the mission of getting to the glass. There's the latest mid-range show from Lee Sing-young. Lee Sing-young, first player up to double digits, 10 points and 5 boards. His best performance was actually against Indonesia back in game day 3. 1 rebound short of a double-double, had 10 points and 9 rebounds in that one. Indonesia get the bonus, back to a 25-point ball game now. Oh, lovely spin move along the baseline. Foul's going to be called. In fact, a hooking foul is called. Just eases his defender out of the way. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it's a good call. That left arm is doing an awful lot of work there from Ha Young-ji. Final 30 seconds of this first half now. Ball stolen away, or is it? Lee heads to the floor, but Indonesia hold on to it. Wide open, Rio for 3. Can't land the 3-ball. Indonesia will go again, though. First half clock down to 3. Step back, off target, and that will be the end of the first half here in Jakarta. An entertaining first 20 minutes of basketball. Fans having to watch it through their fingers right now. As Indonesia create plenty of opportunities, just haven't been able to quite connect with enough. At the half, it's Indonesia 24, Korea 49. Well, certainly an entertaining 20 minutes of basketball. Korea delivering across almost every aspect of the game. Indonesia struggling a little at times, particularly looking after their possession. 16 turnovers in the first half. Korea's defense did force them into a lot of those, though. A leading scorer is Lee Sing-young, whilst Abraham Grahita is the leading scorer for Indonesia, as he has 7 at the break. Here are some of the best plays from that first half of action. Korea really did put Indonesia to the sword in that second quarter. They outscored them 25-7. It was relentless at time, including a 15-0 run. And that really has broken this game wide open. Credit to Indonesia, though. They've worked hard to try and fight their way back in this game, but it's defensively they've struggled to contain Korea. Lee Sing-young has had a hell of a first half. 10 points, 5 boards, 5 from 7 from the field. Korea have also shot the ball well from outside, 6 from 12. Third of their points coming from downtown. Maybe that is the problem Indonesia face right now. It's not that they can chase out every shooter, because if they do, Korea will punish them at the bucket. And they're kind of caught in between the two options in no man's land. And that is why they trail by 25 at the half. What will the second half bring? You'd expect Korea to come out and continue to try and deliver the same type of performance that we've seen in the first half. It really is down to Indonesia to change things up. But at the half, it's Indonesia 24, Korea 49. Second half coming up shortly.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Huge three-point attempted, oh my goodness! Mustafa Rashed, top scorer in the game.
Good spacing here by Chinese to bang. Oh, that's a monster flush. There's the flex, come on now. Look at this move, little shot fake, drives the baseline and brings the thunder. Look at that, goes to the top floor.
Mayfield takes over.
Oh, that's a great ball, but look at that for a block. That is absolutely outrageous coming from Brian Hallems.
Drops inside, Winyard goes up, throws it down. With some meat, real passion, gets up the ring, throws it down.
Shoots 33% from two, picked off. Three-point shot, the surely not red hot shot from Mike Lewis to beat the buzzer.
Oh, nice pass to Brynick. Put it on the highlight reel. Atapong Lila Pipoko with the pass of the day. Fennell, Florida. What an alley-oop play that is! The young stars of Australia.
Beautiful bounce pass, a big slam. How about the poster? Monty turning it over on the other side and coming down the floor. They come up with the steal. Amini to beat the buzzer. Off the glass and his cash money. He remains perfect from the field. And he adds another triple to Iran's tally. Mohamed Amini having a ball game.
Nice pass down low, running the baseline. Oh, look at Broyden, says, get out of my way! Look at him! He breaks out the guns! The crowd's going nuts!
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back to Jakarta here in Indonesia. Game day 6 of the Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers. At the halfway stage, it's Indonesia 24, Korea 49. Let's have a close look here at Korea's leading scorer at the half. It's Lee Sing-young. He has 10 points in today's game. His previous high in these qualifiers was 10 points, and it was against Indonesia back on game day 3. So super impressive performance from him in the first half. It's all come from that mid-range game, which is a lost art. Now for Indonesia, it is Abraham Grahita with the 7 points at the half, 1 3-ball to his name. He's averaging almost 16 a game, had 23 against Thailand back in November, and really is the offensive leader of this Indonesian team. One of the veteran players as well, featured at Asia Cup 2022. He'll be frustrated they're not going back in, well, later this year in Saudi Arabia. But he'll also know that this is part of the process for them to grow and to continue to compete and push at the top table of Asian basketball. Both teams now back on floor, warming up. Lee Sing-hyung, leading scorer for Korea with 10, but plenty of big contributions from this Korean team. In fact, every player that's seen action on the floor has points on the board. tells you a lot about how Korea approach the game. It really is their style of play. It is team first. Makes them tough to match up against, that's for sure. You don't know who the focal point of their offense is going to be. I'm pretty sure in the scouting report Indonesia wouldn't have necessarily highlighted Lee Sing-young, and then at the half he has 10. And that's 10 from 7 attempts as well. There he is. That's a strong first stint for him. Interesting to see how that performance grows here in the second half. Just remember, Korea, they already know they will be at Asia Cup in Saudi Arabia later this year. And surely, if fit and healthy, Lee Sing-young will be there as well. And that is another part of this game for these Korean players. Not only are they playing for the win, they're also playing to kind of show out and showcase and make a pledge, a run for their own jersey. Only 12 players can be selected, and there's plenty of players not in the Korean 12 today who will want to put themselves forward for that game. As for Indonesia, Grahita leads their scoring with 7. Sapatera is their leading assists with 3, and that man there, the big man Lester Prosper, has 5 boards in the first half. However, Korea have done an unbelievably good job of getting him out of the game on the offensive end. Prosper has been averaging almost 17 a game at 26 against Australia back in February last year. Only has 4 at the half, only shot the ball 3 times. So Grahita certainly had to step up, fill the void a little here today, but even he is tracking below his average. It was an exceptionally low scoring first half for Indonesia, just 24 points. Under 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. If you have your phones handy, do jump onto your social media. And all you need to search for is FIBA Asia Cup, and you'll be able to download it. And also, while you've got your phones to hand, scan that QR code. Download the official FIBA Asia Cup Qualifiers app. Everything you need through these qualifiers, but also when we get to the Asia Cup later this year as well. That is the necessary companion. Indonesia, now it's a mountain to climb here in the second half, trailing by 25 to a team the quality of Korea, but they also know that they are step by step getting better and becoming more competitive against the bigger teams in Asia. And we'll be hoping that when they get to the next Asia Cup in 2029, that they will be ready to qualify for it. Both teams send their 5s back to the floor as we get ready to lock in for the second half here in Jakarta. Remember, this is the final game in Group A. Australia made light work of Thailand earlier today, so Australia will finish top of the table with a 6-0 record. Korea will finish in second place, no matter the result here. Thailand will definitely finish in third with a 2-4 record. And even if Indonesia are able to overcome this 25-point half-time deficit, they will finish in 4th place. Ready to go. Second half action underway here in Jakarta, Indonesia. Final game day of the Asia Cup qualifiers. Indonesia trail to Korea by 25 at the half. Prosper will step out of bounds on that first play of the second half. Korea with their first possession of the third quarter. Nice little shot fake, draws the defense in, now into the low post. Young-ji hands it away. Mid-range two goes up, is short. Prosper grabs his sixth board of the game. Down in the low post, gets to the left hand. And that one's all tied up. Possession arrow points in favor of Korea. Like the hustle offered up though. As Indonesia continue to fight in this game. Oh, Che Hyun. Oh, lane opens up and their little hesitation on the dribble just lulled Indonesia into thinking he was going to go back out. Instead, turns and goes to the bucket, and an uncontested layup to start the scoring for Korea. Foul will be called on Yang Hong-sok. Just a half step too late to try and get across the front of Kaliash. Little sidestep three, ball is short. Young-ji with the rebound. Strong move inside. Oh, rejected. Lovely play, good defensive stand. Kaliash stayed with the play. Come the other way. And the three once again lets him down, but Prosper grabs another rebound. Oh, but they've thrown it away. Korea will pour down the floor. Won't take the transition opportunity though. Thrown away, poor entry post pass. Offered up by Oh Che Hyun. Foul will be called here on Yang Hong-sok. And again, it's the first quick step from Indonesia that's drawing these fouls in from Korea. The aggressive nature of them, that's for sure. Second team foul of the quarter for Korea. Grahita for three, nails another one. Second triple of the game and the first Indonesian player to get to double digits. Yang Jong-sok, short corner two, is in and out. Prosper with the rebound. Eighth board of the game for Lester Prosper now. Gets it. And an easy two off the glass as Indonesia start to find some momentum, start to find some rhythm, and maybe most importantly, seem to be finding some confidence. Timeout's going to be called by Korea's head coach, An Jun-ho. We're going to head into that huddle shortly after we see this replay. Prosper getting out and running, feed the big man. And that was the three ball from Grahita. And let's head into that Korean huddle off the back of that made three. A good start to the second half for Indonesia. It's what they needed, a 5-2 start to the second half. Putting Korea a little bit on the back foot right now. Yang Jong-sok hands it back, wide open. Yang Hong-sok, yes, nails the three. And that's exactly what coach An Jun-ho would have wanted coming out of the timeout. Bit of explosive, disruptive play from Korea. How do Indonesia react? A wing three is good. And Indonesia live by the three, die by the three right now. It's resuscitating them back into this game. Mohamed Noor with the three ball. Yang Hong-sok comes up short, and Indonesia will explode out of the blocks in transition. And they get another bucket. This time, Kaliash with the transition too. It was a 25-point lead at the half. That's down to 20 now. Liao Sok comes up short. Indonesia with the rebound. Crowd getting into the game. Down low to Prosper. It's batted away. Stolen away though. Liao Sok will go all the way off the glass for two. Prosper was considering the chase down, but decided to save his fouls for another day. That is a smart play. Yang Hong-sok was falling out of bounds. He saw that Kaliash was already out of bounds, so just threw it off him. Kaliash will come out of the game. There's the three on the wing. Indonesia now have hit 5 triples in this game. Almost half their points coming from outside. Yang Jong-sok, lob pass inside, easy finish as Ha Young-ji just towers over Indonesia for the two. Coach Han Jun-ho demanding more from his team now. Oh, as Indonesia continue to shoot the lights out here in the arena. This time it's Yuda Sapatera for three. Liao Sok. Stolen away. Indonesia continue to be in the ascendancy. Wide open, three ball, it's good. Indonesia are blasting their way back into this game. A 7-point swing in the last 5 minutes. 13 points now for Grahita. The crowd are at fever pitch here in Jakarta. Oh, but that takes a few decibels out of the arena. Lee Gun-hui with the three, his first made bucket of the game. And that makes all 12 players for Korea on the scoreboard now. As a coach, you love to see that, right? Even more so when one of those players that's just come off the bench for the first time steps in and has a big impact. Prosper has to come back out. Shot clock at 4. They put another three up. This time it's off target and long rebound falls into the hands of Lee Gun-hui. Good spacing by Korea and creates easy buckets. That was more reminiscent of the first half. And Yong-jun, the recipient of that beautiful team offense. Zapatera feeds the low post, comes back out. Gets it back on the near side, Zapatera, and hits another three. The crowd are loving how much Indonesia are pushing their way into this game. Still a 20-point ball game, but Indonesia are doing everything they can right now. putting on a show from outside. 8 triples. There's the Yuta Zapatero 3 from the possession before. And look at the crowd reaction behind the bucket. That's what it's all about. Getting those young fans to fall in love even more with this amazing sport and their national team. Under 3.5 left in his third quarter. Korea's lead was at 28. It's down to 20. And Young Jun can't get it to go, but an offensive rebound. In fact, 2 offensive rebounds for Leo Suk. This time Prosper will pull the ball down, and that's his 10th rebound of the game. Just 4 points short of a double-double, Lester Prosper. And Young Jun will draw the foul. This is a frenzy crowd atmosphere here right now. Be careful not to get called for an unsportsmanlike foul. Very little play at the ball there. And Young Jun looks to go baseline, will draw the foul. That one on Wiguna, and that will be his 3rd foul of the game. If you want for the officials to call, Wiguna gets caught with a slow first step. Only player on either team really in any foul trouble is Panda Wiguna. Catch and shoot, Lee Goon way for 3. As Korea reassert themselves and wrestle the steering wheel away from Indonesia and retake direction of this game. Catch and shoot on the wing, no good. Rebound falls long into the hands of Noor. He'll go baseline, reverse layup. Pretty play by Mohamed Noor. Noor up to 11 points now. Second Indonesian player to double digits. And Young Jun with another 3. And that is Korea playing beautifully, technically elegant basketball, spacing the floor, penetrating until the defense gets drawn in too far. Prosper for 3. That one will fall out of bounds. As I was saying, Korea just spacing the floor and waiting for the defense to collapse too much and then kicking it to the wing. 90 seconds left in this third quarter as Grahita goes to the bench and Kaliash comes back in. Foul will be called on Zapatero, I think. Crowd aren't happy about something. Yeah, Zapatero just, in fact, no, sorry, Rio just shoves. On the defensive side, overly physical. Oh, lovely first step on the baseline. Defense recovers though. Ha Young-ji won't get the jumper to roll. Kaliash with the defensive ball. A steal yet again. A breakaway now. Leo Sok glides to the basket for 2. Stolen away again, another turnover for Indonesia. That's turnover number 23 for them. That really has hurt them here in today's game. Ball kept in bounds, but Korea will scoop it up. Moon Hyung goes inside, wrap-around pass, and a little two-hander. Ya Young-gi glides up high for the two-handed flush. He's up to 10 points now. Joint leading scorer for Korea. They've got 4 players on 10 points. Final few seconds of this third quarter. Off the glass for 2. And that's a bright way to close out what has been the best quarter of the game for Indonesia. They put 23 points on the board. Their problem is Korea scored 24, so with 10 minutes to play, it's Indonesia 47, Korea 73. Here are the shooting stats from the first 3 quarters. Indonesia starting to pick up the pace from downtown, and that's what's given them their best quarter of the game. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from that third quarter of action. Korea started relatively brightly, but Indonesia, my goodness me, they came back out and they shot the absolute lights out in that middle stage of the quarter. They've moved themselves up to 8 from 23 from outside. And off the energy of those made threes, they were a lot more explosive and intense. But Korea settled in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the quarter, up their defensive efforts, forced a few more turnovers, and that is why they were able to extend their lead by a point in that quarter. And they position themselves comfortably here, heading into the final 10 minutes of their qualification campaign. Remember, Korea have already qualified. This is now effectively a warm-up game, a tune-up game for Asia Cup in Saudi Arabia later in the year. Indonesia have been eliminated effectively, so won't be at Asia Cup later in the year, but you can be there and you can follow it from wherever you are. Download the official FIBA Asia Cup app and you'll be able to keep up to date with everything that's going on in Asian basketball. Fourth quarter underway now here in Jakarta. Final day of the qualifiers. Smart move. Kaliash under the basket for 2. And that brings it back to within a 24-point ball game now, but Korea well and truly in control of this game as they look to close out their qualification campaign on a high, and a win here today will move them to a 500 record. They go 3 wins, 3 losses. Sorry, they go to 4 wins, 2 losses. Those 2 losses both coming against reigning Asia Cup champions Australia. As for Indonesia, unable to pick up a win so far, but the closest they did come was in the reverse of this fixture back on game day 3. Losing by just 8 points in the end. It was a late rally that saw Indonesia almost upset the odds. And Tara, shot clock running down, gets it away, but that one will spill just straight out of bounds. Coach Winner looking on. Put everything he can into this team to try and spur them on and drive them to disrupt the game. Certainly had an impact in the third quarter, but Korea resettled again. Rebound pulled down as Guntara goes up high for that one. Kaliash can't hold on to it as it's stolen away by Woo Hyung. Long outlets to Hyung Ji, and the foul will be called on Nor. So Hyung Ji will go to the line for 2. First trip of the game to the free throw line for the 25-year-old. Only shot 43% from the free throw line in these qualifiers, though. Out of the game comes Lee Gun-hui. First is no good. Has struggled at the line, as I say. Averaging almost 14 points a game, though, and on track for something similar here today. Can't get either of his free throws to go, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Liu Sok, who will now put the 3 ball up. Long rebound back into the hands of Hyung Ji. On the wing, that's short. Rebound into the hands of Wiguna. Rio trying to find a way through, but has to hand it to the wing. Shot clock at 7. Quick pull up for the 2 is no good. Offensive rebound though, and Kaliash has really put in a shift here today. Comes in with such energy and hustle. 8 points and 4 boards now for the 22-year-old. And another 3 for Korea. It's their 12th made triple of the game, shooting nearly 50%. Sorry, 11th made triple of the game, shooting 45% from the 3-point line. Shot goes up, that's an air ball. Korea now really assert themselves. They lead back out to 25. Nice outlet. Oh, big rejection. Don't bring that in here, says Julian Kaliash. Unfortunately, Nor couldn't convert at the other end. That really would have sealed that one out. Foul's going to be called on Kaliash. That was a great defensive play. Chases it down and bats it off the glass. Just gets fingertips to it, but it's enough. Both teams make changes. Sideline ball here for Korea. Leo Sok. Down low, foul's going to be called. That's a heavy contact for Lee Wong-sok. Winning the wars in today's game, that's for sure. It just turns in, and Laguna has stepped across awkwardly. A little bit late to the party, as well as Guntara. 4 fouls on Laguna. He'll come out of the game with that 4th foul. Park Ji-hoon. Passes it away. Shot clock down to 4. Free throw line jumper is short from Lee Wong-sok. Oh, lovely little hazy, mazy dribble. Korea with the move. Offensive foul is going to be called on Lee Wong-sok again. Second time he's been called for an illegal screen. He just doesn't stay stationary long enough. Needs to wait for the defender to clear him before he rolls. Here we go, look. Yeah, look at him, step, step, step. Not stationary at all. Korea's lead will stay at 23. A little over 6 minutes left on the game clock here. Oh, nice move. Plenty of hang time. Offered up there. Yang Jung-sok looking for options. Wrestling match taking place. And Lee Wong-sok's going to be called for the offensive foul, overly aggressively trying to exploit that mismatch that he has. Yeah, it's that right arm hooking round the back. An arm bar out and push your way back in with using more your legs than your arms. You can't lock a player in and hold them to position like that. Almost stolen away. Rio will go inside, and that will be a double dribble. Looked like he was going to go up the front side, and then quickly realized if he had it would have gone up against probably 2 or 3 Korean defenders. And yeah, double dribble for sure. Another offensive foul. This time it's called on Yang Hong-sok. Clearly, absolutely nowhere near a legal screen, that one. Constantly moving, legs stuck out. And Coach Winar's going to call a timeout. 5 minutes 14 left on the game clock. It's Indonesia 53, Korea 76. This one's going the way the form book would have suggested before the game. Korea's team first offense has been able to pick Indonesia apart for much of the game. Indonesia, credit to them. They've rallied, they've stayed focused and locked in. But they just haven't been able to slow that Korean offense down, and that's why right now they trail by 23 with a little over 5 minutes to play. Indonesia's attention after this game will then move towards the World Cup qualifiers that will be with us before we know it. They're at the moment scheduled to start in November. And Indonesia will once again go to battle, trying to fight their way through what is increasingly a tough region to get yourselves out of. Many of Asian nations really rising up in the standings, as we see there. Grahita, still the leading scorer for Indonesia, has 13. Sapatera now looking for options. Baseline drive, strong baseline drive, and will get the rewards for that strength. In the corner for 3, and Leo Suk with another 3-ball. Takes himself up to 13 points now. That's his 3rd triple of the game. Has 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals as well. As we see a strong move from Indonesia, but once again that Korean defense, particularly their paint defense, stays strong. Mid-range game not on point for Lee Wong-sok. Wide open, Grahita won't take it, but will step out of bounds. Another turnover here for Indonesia. Turnover number 26 for them in today's game. Korea have turned the ball over 9 times. Pretty much tells you the difference between these two teams, really. Just how clinical the Korean team are compared to this Indonesian team. They play much more free-flowing, organic style basketball, but with that comes a much higher level of mistake. Yang Jung-sok, ball in hand, hands it to the cutter. Strong move and 1. Lee Wong-sok for 2. Smart move by the 25-year-old. Huge amount of contact on his way to the basket. Earns himself the trip to the free throw line for sure. First trip of the night for Lee Wong-sok. First trip of the qualifiers for Lee Wong-sok. In his fourth game. Korea invaded the lane too early, so it will be Indonesia ball. Skip now to the wing. Spin move. Step through. Oh, beautiful play. Rio with a beautiful little step through. Hesitation, draws the defense and goes under. Down low. Huge mismatch, and Yang Hong-sok makes the most of it. Knocked out of bounds, will remain Indonesia ball. 2:44 left on the game clock here. Game day 6, the final game in these qualifiers for both teams, as Indonesia will call a timeout. They trail by 26. Much of the damage, to be fair, done in the first half, though. They've been far more competitive in the second half. They only trail by 1 point in the second half. But all the damage was done in that first half. Korea really did put them to the sword, particularly in that second quarter. But as I say, final day of these qualifiers, with 6 games across Asia taking place today. Just one still underway after this, tipped off an hour after we did. And that's Hong Kong against Chinese Taipei. That will close out today. And then there'll be 6 more games tomorrow in the Asia Cup qualifiers for you to tune in and enjoy. And before you know it, we will be in Saudi Arabia, and it will be Asia Cup 2025. Super excited for that tournament. Will Australia regain their title, or will we see another name etched onto the trophy? Plenty of big performances across these qualifiers. The Philippines, New Zealand, China, Japan, Jordan, Iran, Qatar, Lebanon. Any of these countries could step up on that top step of the podium in Saudi Arabia later this year. Korea will certainly be hoping that they can be in the challenge. As I say, this will be Asia Cup number 31 for them. They've been there every single time. Medal 25 times. Missed out on a medal in 2022 though, finishing 6th. Will be disappointed out of the back of that performance, but I'm sure they've used it to refocus and lock in on Asia Cup 2025. Oh, lovely little back step into the 3. And a smart move once again, Kaliash. What a game he's had, really stepped out of the shadows for a big one here. Across the 5 previous qualifiers, he's averaged 2 points a game. It's up to 10 in today's game, as well as 5 rebounds and 2 blocks. Almost stolen away. Lee Wong-sok goes up and gets the score. That is a tough, tough play. Almost stolen away. It'll be a backcourt violation. Sampara not happy. Timeout's been called. 1:51 left on the game clock. This time it's Coach An Jun-ho with the timeout. as I said, Korea using this really as a tune-up game, a warm-up game, as they prepare for Asia Cup in Saudi Arabia later this year. That is what Coach An Jun-ho is in now. That's the mode he's in. It's no longer qualification mode. It's in preparation mode. And for the Korean players, the 12 that are on the roster for this last qualification window, this is them really doing a sales pitch for why they should be given one of the 12 Korean jerseys that will head to Saudi Arabia. I'm pretty sure not all 12 that are selected here for this qualification window will be in that final 12. So it's an opportunity for these players to prove their point, as we see Lee Wong-sok go strong to the basket for two, as he kind of pitches himself for a place in that final 12. All inbounded. Indonesia with a lot of press on the defense. Korea steal it back though. Catch and shoot along with the jumper. And the chase down is going to be no good for Indonesia, but it will be their possession anyway. Out of the game comes Guntara. A little over 90 seconds left in this game now. Indonesia will want to leave it on a high. They'll be frustrated with how the first half went. Have an opportunity to win the second half though. Lovely little step through. Alhada with the step through. And Indonesia actually now lead the second half by a point, and that may be the challenge that Coach Winar has set his team. Might not be able to win the game, but let's take some confidence by winning the second half. Yang Hong-sok hesitates, throws it away. Noor now shaping up. Guna with a loose pass, and that will be a backcourt violation. Alhada really with no chance of securing possession, and a sigh from Coach Winar. That sums that one up. 38.1 seconds remaining in this game as Indonesia try to leave these qualifiers. Although they're going to leave without a win, they're going to try and leave on some kind of high, some kind of confidence or momentum. Foul's going to be called on Kaliash. Strong drive by Park Ji-hoon. Kaliash called for the foul. Just his first of the game though. We're at the line. First is good. Brings it back out to a 25-point lead, and ultimately a tie in this second half. 32.6 seconds left. The second is good for Park Ji-hoon. Good handle, good tough play, but it's stolen away. Up for the one-handed poster. Kaliash tries to block him. Hoon Chong-hyang puts him on a poster. Collides with the backstop, but seems okay. Kaliash goes and checks on him straight away. Here's the replay. Goes to the top floor and puts Kaliash on that poster. Gotta love that. That's a way to close out these qualifiers. There's the roar from Lee Gun-hui. And converts the three-point play. Korea's lead up to 29 now. Final 20 seconds of the game. Rio backs it out. Looks to take a run up. Little step back, mid-range two. He's good. Nice play. DC Rio for the two. And Korea will take it up over the half and close out the game. And that is the end of the Asia Cup 2025 qualifiers for both Korea and Indonesia. Indonesia will bow out without the win, but my goodness me, did they rally hard here today. Korea will head to Saudi Arabia later this year. Final score, Indonesia 63, Korea 90. Korea with a powerful first half, an impressive shooting display from all over the floor. Indonesia, credit to them, they came out and put in a huge effort in the second half, but 29 turnovers is the number that they'll need to look at. Tough to win games at this level, giving up that much possession. Leading scorer for Indonesia, Grahita and Noor, both with 13. And for Korea, our leading scorer is Lee Woo-sok, who also has 13 points. And that is the end of the qualifiers for both of these teams. Indonesia bow out and Korea will be on their way to Saudi Arabia later this year. Indonesian players thank their fans before they walk off the arena as Korea look to push forward now and prepare for Saudi Arabia later this year. Here are some of the top plays of that fourth quarter. And Indonesia certainly did push hard. They did work as hard as they can to try and get themselves back in the game. They lost the third and fourth quarter by just a single point in each quarter. Remember, they were down by 25 at the half. It was that second quarter that really killed them. It was a 25-7 second quarter for Korea, and that really sealed the game, if you have to be honest about it. Indonesia came out in the second half and did apply themselves, and plenty of big performances from the Indonesian team. Grahita with 13, Noor with 13. Kaliash, big on both ends of the floor. 10 points, 5 boards, 2 steals, 2 blocks for Julian Kaliash. But it just wasn't to be enough. A real team performance from the Korean team. 4 players in double digits, all 12 players on the scoreboard, including that wonderful poster at the end from Boon Chong-hyang. Korea now will look forward to Asia Cup in Saudi Arabia later in the year. Indonesia, their next competitive outing will likely be the World Cup qualifiers later in the year, November time, I imagine. But that is the end of the qualifiers for both of these teams. Let's have a look at the standings, the final standings here in Group A. Australia top of the table and Korea, those are the 2 teams that automatically qualify. Thailand progressed to that final qualification tournament, whilst Indonesia are eliminated and will bow out of contention for Asia Cup 2025. 6 game days, plenty of big games across Asia in Group A. But we have some teams already locked in, ready to go. Australia, China, Iran, Jordan, Japan, Korea, Lebanon, New Zealand, Philippines, Qatar and Saudi Arabia. They all know they're going to be there. 1 more automatic qualification spot available in this window, and then the final 4 places will be decided at that final qualifying tournament where the 3rd place teams will go up against each other. But what a game we've had here in Jakarta. A wonderful arena, a wonderful setting, and Korea put on a school, a masterclass in that first half. Indonesia battled hard in the second half, but it wasn't to be. Frustration for Indonesia as they weren't able to turn the tables in the second half. Korea held their nerve and hold on to the win. It's Korea heading to Saudi Arabia for the Asia Cup. Final score, Indonesia 63, Korea 90.
잘했어. 굿잡. 나이스. What's up, Jimmy?
오늘도 만족스럽지는 않아요. 남은 시간이. 남은 시간이 버벅거리잖아. 수상 쏘려고. 자, 오늘 너희들 최선을 다했어. 그리고 이렇게 현장에서나 코트에서나 언제나 끝날 때 디저스를 올릴 때까지 쏟아 부어야 돼. 그래야 프로그레스가 되지, 발전이지. 그래서 그나마 오늘 이제 인도 1, 2, 3에 유종호비를 좀 보던 것 같아서 굉장히 고마워. 진짜 고마워. 코칭 스텝에서. 그 다음날 또 승현이하고 근이는 경기해야 되잖아. 응? 그러니까 뭔가를 잘하고. 아무튼 승현이를 끌면서 밑에 유현이까지 정말 고생 많았어. 자.
2